going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm actually going to be working on my TTR a little bit. It is dirty, don't mind it. I was riding it 2 days ago and my pressure washer actually broke, so I'm gonna have to get a new one of them to get it all cleaned up. But updates on the TTR, I actually got myself a dress-up kit from Pro Circuit. They're dirty, don't mind. Comes with, or I mean, you buy it all separately, but they got a full kit, even with a Pro Circuit dipstick. And I also put on these Airtime YZ125 pegs with removable pins, so you can change them out when they get wore down. Really nice pegs, way wider than stock. I should have filmed me putting them on, but essentially the only difference between the YZs and like these TTRs and most pit bikes, I've heard of guys doing it on a lot of different bikes, is this piece right here where the spring goes on. You got to grind that down a little over 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 inch. You just kind of take a little bit off at a time until it fits properly, and that's it. It doesn't affect the integrity of the peg at all. And it's cheap mod. I think I paid 50 bucks for these, maybe. They're not like big name brand or anything like that, but they're nice, good billet aluminum. Nice, they feel nice and sturdy. I've been jumping with them. They feel great. But today's project is going to be this Airtime, same company as the foot pegs. It's a foldable brake pedal, or I guess brake tip anyways, because no one makes a aftermarket brake arm for these, so you can't get one any longer. And if you can tell, it's awful close. And what I've noticed for me anyways is a lot of times when I go up a jump, I'll end up having my toes on, or my foot touching this, and it will slow me down and mess me up. So I've seen somebody post about this, and I figured I'd try it out. It involves, you know, some cutting, no welding, because, you know, this is steel, this is aluminum. So no welding at all, just cutting and a little bit of grinding. And then you can see it's got a hole to bolt it. So we're going to try that out. I'm not 100% sure how well it's going to work, but someone said that it works good for them, so we're going to try it out. And if you can't tell, it's cold in here. I don't run the heater while the camera's on because it's way too loud, and I'd like for you guys to be able to hear what I'm doing. But anyways, so let's get to trying to make this work. Alright guys, so here's where I'm at. I cut the existing brake tip off, which is this piece. And then on the Airtime piece, there's a raised edge right on the inside of here that you have to cut off. And I just use a cutoff wheel and get it really close, and then I use a file to finish it up, just so I don't cut too deep into the aluminum. And this is basically how that's going to go on, just like that. And you can put it out where your desired length is. I'm going to go somewhere right here. It'll give me about 1 inch more, and then it'll also have the most contact surface here. And then I'm going to mark this hole. I'm going to drill it out, and then I'm going to find a nut and bolt that I can put in there. And then we'll see how sturdy it feels. See if I got to make any other kind of adjustments to it. Alright guys, so I got the brake pedal on. What I did was I marked the hole, and then I drilled I used a small drill bit and worked my way up to the size for the 8mm bolt, which fits in perfect. I actually drilled the hole just a little shade smaller, and then ran a bolt through because it actually goes in nice and tight. And then I put a nut on the back side, you can see that, with red Loctite. And then I'm probably gonna mushroom the bolt right here so the nut can't back itself off by itself while I'm riding. But we'll put some time on it and see how it holds up and see if it works itself loose or not. I'm hoping it doesn't. But as you can see, it sits just a shade higher than the foot peg, which is all right. It's not a big deal. It is a little further away. Maybe I can do some adjustment back here to get it a little lower. Like if I can get it to sit right there, maybe I'll just have to weld a stopper to where it only goes up that high, and then adjust the rear to where it sits like this and works. And then, you know, obviously I'm hitting the stand, but you'd be able to go down further. So we'll see. I'll ride it like this and see how it feels. But as you guys can see, it's a folding lever, so hopefully it doesn't shear off. But these are cheap. I think I paid 20 bucks for it maybe, and it's a pretty easy install. I actually drilled my hole a little higher than I wanted, the drill bit walk, because I don't have a center punch. So the back doesn't sit quite flush, but the front is, which helped bring the front down a little bit. So it's not really a big deal. We'll play with it and see how it goes. If not, I'll buy another stock brake arm and redo it all. It's not really a big deal. It wasn't as hard as I was anticipating maybe it being. But that about wraps us up for the day. I just wanted to make a quick video of that install. It was the last thing I needed to do before our big race on January 30th at Ram Jam. If you guys race pit bikes, make sure you come out. It's going to be a good one. There's some money up for grabs for the open class, and it's going to be a lot of bar banging in the stock class. But you guys have a good evening. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when I post. We'll catch you in the next one.